Hello, welcome back to Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. Today, I'm going to try to take this whole piece of cedar and make a little knob for my mother-in-law's power chair. She lost a knob for her controller, and so we're going to try to make her a new one. It's going to get loud with the lathe and the vacuum, so I'll probably turn it down, maybe add some music or a voiceover, not sure, but this is going to turn out pretty nice. Enjoy.
And I got my mask on now, so you ain't gonna be able to understand much anyway, but here comes the vacuum and the noise. Okay, I start off using my square carbide tip, just kind of roughing in the shape, trying to get it somewhat round. Can't really get too aggressive until you kind of smooth it down some. That's all I'm doing here is just slowly shaping it in. Okay, getting back at it. The grandkids are here and they call me Grumpy. That's where Grumpy comes from. Got chronic pain due to lower back problems. I got my neck fused from the front. And so, yeah, I got that grumpy disposition kind of naturally. Granddaughter and the grandson. But yeah, that's what they call me, Grumpy. I'm not a grandpa. I'm a Grumpy. And I love it. Alright. Let's see, getting everything fired back up. It's not going too bad. We'll get there. Alright, back to using the square tip. It's the main tools I use so far is that square tip, a round tip, and then I got a triangle tip. That's what I've used for a long time now. I just recently got some older Craftsman high-speed steel lathe tools for my father-in-law. I have to clean them up and put some fresh tips on them, but I can't wait to use those. It's two skews, a rough and gouge, bowl scraper, a couple of different fingernail gouges, and a few parting tools. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, right here I start talking about how mindful I need to be over that chuck because I hit my fingers on it every now and then. I'm used to using that little live center and not the big knuckle buster as I call it. But yeah, as I say, live and learn. It won't happen but once or twice. I'll remember it's there. Yeah, switch up to the round tip now. Try to get some more shape into it. Try to get that spear shape in the end there. It's a little bit sharper than my square tip. That square one takes more abuse. Yeah, I'm talking about right here where I normally I'll move the tailstock back out of the way, but I leave it there so I can put a little more pressure on the piece until I get more of the bulk removed. I'll chew it down some, then I'll get it out of the way. Turn that off for a minute. Yeah, I still gotta take it down some more to get it round, but it's gonna have some cool color in it. Oh, gotta get that out of there. Switching back to the square tip. Cut some more of the cylinder in with it. Now here I moved the tool rest in a little bit and I used my little pointer carbide tip to start cutting more of the end down. Use this. It's got an edge all the way up to the screw on there so I can use that side kind of shape with. Got to be careful, it'll catch. And then I go back to the round cutter to get some more of my shape in. I bounce back and forth between the tools. Yeah, just got to use what I got to do. I don't really know what I'm doing, so kind of figuring all that out on the fly. Still trying to work that flat spot out right here. That's about done.
Let's see what it's looking like. Oh, almost. Look at that green. That's what I love about cedar. It's got some awesome colors. It's kind of rough right now. That's what I'm worried about. Is going through the center. Maybe I'll get that out. Some of the cedar rots out in the center like that, but you can cut it and fill it with epoxy and then drill it. We're gonna make it work.
I'm just using the round scraper still just to kind of refine some of the lines and some of the shape. Joke about how it's starting to look like an ice cream cone, kind of.
Oh, still there. I don't want to make it much smaller, but I want to get that out of there. I want it to be all round. Yes, almost.
Alright, getting it all tightened up and make sure it's not too loose in the chuck. Gotta check that every now and then. I'm working that spear shape into it, just about ready for sandpaper.
Now it's time to do the fun part. Break out the sandpaper. Let me get that ready. I'll be right back. Alright, got the dust mask on still. Fixing to turn the vacuum on. I'm fixing to run through all my grits. Oh, I got a handful. I start with 150 and I'll work my way through to 600. It shouldn't take too long.
Alright, we got 150 to start with.
finger a little bit.
Okay, now we're moving to the 190 grit. Okay, now we're moving on to the 240 grit.
Alright. Not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. You gotta love the grain in cedar. It's just beautiful. Alright, it's time the noisemakers on and get back at it.
Finishing back off with the 240 again. Wasn't quite done with that yet. Alright, we finished up 240, switching to 320 grit. We'll use 320 for a little bit now, see how that gets to go. But yeah, the longer you sand, the better it's going to look. Especially with cedar, it just exposes all the layers, the growth rings. So the older, the better as well. Yep, enjoy. Alright, now we're moving on to the 400 grit. We're getting there. Alright, finishing up with 400, moving to 600 grit. This is the last grit I use with the emery cloth. After this, I go to the wet dry paper.
Ow, knuckle buster. I hit my finger on it.
Now we're going into the 1000 grit. Okay, now we're getting up into the 1200 grit. We're getting there. Alright, we're done with the 1200. We're on to the 1500. I get it flipped over right for you. There you go. Alright, here we go. Okay, that was the last of the sandpaper. Now I'm going to take my vacuum and I'm going to go around and get all the dust and the shavings and stuff up. And then I'll turn the vacuum cleaner on.
I can take this mask off now. Alright, I'll wear this right here. It's got a carbon filter. It does real fine dust particulates, but it's also got black carbon in there, which works good for your clear coats and stuff like that. And then I do wood burning too, and I have a little bit of COPD, so that helps out. Alright, now let's see. Zoom that in a little bit. Sorry for the shaking, y'all. That looks good. Now, Time for the magic. I gotta find my little cloth. Timber. I kind of use the same cloth over and over on every daggum thing. So far, it hasn't really mattered. Don't know if I'm supposed to, but a little bit of this polish, just a little bit. That's not where we at. There we go. Not a lot. Put the lid back on it so I don't drop it. I'm just gonna rub it on so I can get it all over. Then I'll turn the lathe on and sprint it out and polish it down with the lathe. Excuse me. Turn it down. You gotta watch the cloth. Everybody will yell at you for using cloths because you can get it caught in that chuck. It'll hurt you. But just don't wrap it around your fingers. And if it gets caught, just let it go. It'll slap around everywhere, but you let it go, turn it off, and you're good to go. You try to hold on to it and catch it, that's when you're going to get hurt. And keep your shirt out over you. You see, I pulled my sleeves up because my hands are going to be close to it. I don't want to get my hands caught in there. But use the cloth, just buff it in. The Yorkshire polish is just beeswax, mineral oil, and then some micro abrasive and a little waxy compound. And it's just beeswax, mineral oil is your waxy compound, I guess. I just said that. Yeah, I don't know. But put that on there like that. I don't need another coat on there, but I'll do it again. Put some more on there. Put a little bit of pressure. I don't put a lot of pressure on there. I don't really know how to use all this stuff. I'm kind of learning. I bought it mainly for that epoxy. It makes that epoxy look real good. And it's worked real good on the wood so far. I put it on the snowman that I've done. Turned out pretty good that way too. I'm gonna speed it up, get it a little bit warmer on there. I think it kind of pushes the wax and stuff into it, but this cedar's pretty tight green. You're not gonna push much into it anyway. So I do it where it gets kind of hot on my fingers and move it around. I don't stay still. I try to keep it moving. I had a clean cloth like that I did use, but it went in the vacuum. I gotta get it when I empty the dust bucket again. But I just use a clean paper towel. Wipe it all off. Oh yeah. I gotta get some better light. Oh, looks good. I'm gonna take it off. I'll show you the end of it. I'm gonna try to do that next. It's gonna get noisy again. be careful with this one. This ain't really for the lake. Use it anyway. The glasses on it out. Hey, damn. It's okay. It's not bad. My cedar knob. Not bad. Gonna cut it right here, clean it, drill it, and we can put it on the little joystick style. So you can grab it and do it like that. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Trying to build up the subscribers. We'll see how that goes. Thank you.